Hi, my name is Carlos Almeraz, and I'm going to talk about suspension and steering system from two cars. The first one is the Chevelle SS from the 64 and 67. Again, I will compare it with the Chevrolet Malibu of 2013. These cars are similar, but the first one were in a long time ago. The Malibu, it is the new. To start, the Chevelle was intended to compete with the Ford Fireland and to return to the Chevrolet lineup a model similar in size and concept to the popular 55 and 57 models. Well, when it was launched to the market, it was an innovation because it has two doors, a big engine from VA, a chassis and suspension, but it has a manual steering system. It has 4 seats, and compared to with the Malibu, well, it has 4 doors and V6 engine. It was more economic, an hydraulic steering system, but it hasn't a chassis. What is important for the chassis? Well, it's because the big engine that the Chevelle has can break the body of the car, and because it has a several power within the engine. But the Malibu hasn't a big block. A big block, it is the main component of the engine, and because it hasn't a big block, it doesn't need a chassis for support a power enough to break it. That's why the Malibu hasn't and the Chevrolet has it. Well, the steering system, it is a comfort. That's why the new model of the Chevrolet, that is the Malibu, has it to make the drive more soft than, and the Chevrolet hasn't it because it is a new technology, or it could be more expensive having a hydraulic steering system. But if we innovate or if we improve a chassis and a big block in a Malibu, it could be far more expensive than the Chevrolet could be having a hydraulic steering system. And what is the main point for talk about suspension and steering system? To the driver, there's these two factors that make the difference. To say that it is comfortable to drive a car or not. The Chevelle has a really good suspension, but hasn't a steering system comfortable. That's why it is a regular car. In our days, the Malibu, well, it has a very comfortable. It is very comfortable to drive it, but it hasn't a good chassis. The suspension is okay, but it could resist less than the Chevrolet suspension. The comfortable, well, it is more comfortable, the Malibu, than the Chevelle, but you can work or you can use more in a rude roof, the Chevelle than the Malibu. It has his good points and his bad points. In our days, the constable and the roof, there's the difference between choosing any car. That's why I could probably choose the Chevrolet SS1 than the Malibu. But talking about technology and all the other features, I rather the Malibu than the Chevrolet. In conclusion, I can say that always there always be the many factors to think about it for making a good buying, and you can analyze all them, and you can think about what would you do having a car. In my case, I really like to buy a Chevrolet, but just to have it and using it in special cases. But if I want a comfortable drive going to my work or for a school, I'd rather to buy a Malibu because it is more technological car. It is more comfortable and it wastes less fuel than a Chevrolet. But both cars I could buy both cars and satisfy all my expectations for my car.